This, my friends, is the aftermath of a binge. I'm not happy to share this part of my story, but like I said, I was going to be honest and forthcoming if I chose to do this vlog. So, yeah, that's what it is. It is weird. I know people look at me and they think that nutrition's got to be easy, the training part's got to be easy, and I've got to be 100% honest. The training part is easy. Me getting to the gym, that's hard sometimes. When I get in the gym and I just knock it out, that part is easy. The nutrition part sucks for me, and I feel like people don't understand it. I have moments when I will binge on well more than what you've seen from this last binge. I mean, even just these Weight Watcher peanut butter caramel ice cream candy bars, like there's 10 of them. There's 10 and I ate all 10 probably within, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. I ate every single one of these Lay's potato chips. I ate the entire bag of this almond pecan caramel crunch. I don't have a stopping point when I binge. My mind doesn't tell me to stop. Well, let's just say my mind does tell me to stop. My body won't stop. I almost like physically can't stop myself. And it's hard for me to talk to people about it because people don't understand it. People don't get it. I mean, I've had people judge me just because I do it, like negatively. Like, why would you eat that? Why do you do that? You're a fitness competitor. What, like, I don't ask you why you don't exercise. I don't ask why you sit and eat an entire medium pizza by yourself. Like, I don't ask you those questions. So when it comes to a fitness professional, people think that we don't experience these things, and some people, many people don't. I do. This has been what I do over, have done over the past 8 years of me competing, and well before that. But yeah, I'm just being honest, but that's what it is. I haven't logged any of my food because I'm ashamed of the numbers that I would get. This all happened on Wednesday, and I'm 2 weeks out from a show now. But this is what happens. And I'm not making any excuses. I'm just sharing a part of my life with you. This is part of it. Today is Sunday, June 12th. And we're less than 2 weeks out from my show. What I've been doing all today is literally trying to upload episode 3. This is my issue. So for the last 2-3 weeks that I've been here, my Wi-Fi literally goes in and out the whole time, in and out. Basically, I'll start uploading. It'll say it's going to take about 5 hours. Yeah, I said 5 hours. And I literally just try to endure it. Most cases, I'm doing it before I go to sleep. So I wake up, realize that the Wi-Fi went out. My video is no longer uploading, so I have to start all over again. I tried to do this for the last 48 hours. Yep. So, in order to find a way to upload these videos to get episode 3 out to you, I've had to sit in my apartment complex office space for about 2 hours. I had a FaceTime appointment within that 2 hours. So I unfortunately had to leave when it was about an hour away from being done. Get up to my apartment, start my FaceTime appointment, look back, realize that it stopped uploading. That's where I'm at today. Other than that, it's Sunday. I don't have my meals prepared for me on Sundays, so I've been living off of my 2 meal replacements a day, which I absolutely love. And I've been going to YOGI'S Teriyaki. So YOGI'S Teriyaki, they literally grill all of their meats, and they have fresh vegetables there. And I've gotten my 1 meal from them today, 4 ounces of grilled chicken and 1 cup of broccoli. I'm going to head back there here pretty soon to get my 3rd meal of the day. Then other than that, it's just me and this computer and trying to do what I can for you guys. I'm trying to make it work. I haven't worked out I haven't done cardio. I haven't done anything today because I've literally been trying to do this all day. And talking to people on the phone and FaceTime for setting them up with Isogenics with me. Alrighty, so I told you guys that I was going to take you to YOGI'S. Totally forgot to bring my camera with me. So I'm going to show you guys what I ended up getting. I asked for chicken breast only with 4 ounces of chicken breast only, steamed broccoli, and I asked for no rice, but they gave it to me anyway. So a waste of rice, I'm not gonna eat it. And while I was out from my last vlog, everybody saw that I got the roasted and salted cucumber chips. And from that, I had quite a few people asking me, where do you get those from? Once again, I got them from Sprouts. And a couple of the friends that I had that went to the Sprouts in their home state, they couldn't find them. They would find okra or the green beans, which I think is amazing. So they didn't have cucumbers, so I bought a few to send out to my friends. And that's what I'm gonna do with that. And last but not least, I'll show you the last thing that I had to get. I've been having the worst sugar cravings ever. So, dun 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 dun, Halo Top. That's what we do. All right. I couldn't find the birthday cake flavor, but I am in love with the lemon cake Halo Top. It's fan-freaking-tastic. Only 24 grams of protein total. Total, the whole pint, 24 grams of protein. How am I configuring that? So the container has 4 servings in it. Each serving has 6 grams of protein. So that makes a total of 24 grams of protein for the entire pint. As far as carbohydrates go, this isn't looking so pretty. 56 grams of carbohydrates. Not willing to risk that right now. Fats, a total of 8 grams of fat for the entire pint. Halo Top lemon cake, amazing. And yes, I can still have this when I'm less than 2 weeks out from show, as long as I stick to the portion size and I stick to my macros. IFYM, if it fits your macros. We are back to that late night grind. My macros officially changed last night. We are going to stick with what we know now. We are finishing off my macros with 1 cup of egg whites, which is 30 grams of protein, 0 fat, 0 carbs, and 3 caramel rice cakes, 33 grams of carbs, 0 fat. I did forget to say that we have 1 tablespoon of extra virgin coconut oil, 14 grams of fats, 0 carbs, 0 protein. So I actually ended up my numbers pretty good today. I feel like you and I are getting to know each other really well, and I kind of like it. I always try to look for the best lighting. Okay, let's be here. All right, clearly we got some things popping. I love it. Legs are getting there too, starting to lean out, so everything's starting to look where it's supposed to be. Here's my one small issue. I've had surgery on this knee, ACL reconstructive surgery. So, one, this leg doesn't straighten all the way. So when I do my front pose, I have to bend this right leg in order to make them match. Then my quad sweep is not identical. So I turn my toes out so you can't see it nearly as much. Sorry for the weird angles. But, okay, so I bend my knees bend my knees, squeeze my knees together as much as I can, flare my quads. That's what makes them pop. Yeah. All right, but everything's looking good. I'm happy. Time to grind. Oh my god, you get so smiley when the camera comes on.
Because I'm like, oh, I gotta say it again?
Yep, gotta say it again.
What did you want me to say?
Whatever, I mean, how...
So when you're tracking your nutrition, if you want to switch something out, that's why it's very important to make sure you track your macros and see what the actual macronutrient is of, let's just say, brown rice. If it's a half a cup, you know, it says 22 grams of carbs, you'll see so much fiber. If there's any fat or protein in the product, you can see that way you can make a proper adjustment with another carbohydrate that fits that macronutrient, and you can play with that portion to make it fit. And that's the joy of tracking your macros, or flexible dieting, whatever you want to call it. So you have variety in your nutrition, so you're not stuck eating the same things over and over, so you get bored. Yeah, it takes a little bit of work on your part at the beginning, but once you get accustomed to tracking your nutrition, then it's just plug and play. And eating what you want on a daily basis, as long as your macronutrients add up. Carbs, protein, fats, some fiber at the end of the day. Pretty straightforward, simple. But you got to track it to see it, because the last thing you want to do is be pigeonholed to relying on someone else to make changes for you. We're adults. Learn how to make changes yourself. Pretty simple, I think.
I agree. Can we see your abs?
You see my abs? No.
Why?
Because
He's shy. He doesn't want to show anybody.
well, I need you to take progress pics anyway.
Who?
You, Sid, for me, so I can post them.
Wait, progress pics of you?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
I'll flex with you. Progress pics. Now over here so the camera can see you. Breathe out slowly. Holy sh**. That's nice. Who do you think you are? Bodybuilder?
No.
He's gonna try to kill me Frustration started setting in at this point, and I just wanted to be done. I was over it. I just got back from working out with Byron. He texted me earlier this morning and asked if I wanted to change up my cardio a little bit and do something else that was still high intensity interval training, HIIT. I said yes, of course. He suggested boxing, and I love boxing. My only issue is I got there, I started to spar with him, which I'm not used to. I've done it a couple times before. I've never been a huge fan of it, but sparring to me obviously takes a lot more skill than just hitting a bag or kicking a bag, and that's what I was assuming was going to happen. As soon as he put his pads on and he was ready to go, of course I got a little bit of anxiety from it. I don't do well with the objects moving. I can punch really well and I can move my feet well, so a bag is perfect for me. Adjusting to other people, the way that they react to my punches, not a huge fan of. And I probably should have said I wanted to stop from the beginning of that, but I continued to do it because I didn't want to feel like I was wasting his time, and you know, I obviously wanted to get a workout in. I hate starting something and stopping, realizing that it's not, you know, benefiting me, but that's what we ended up coming to. I had an attitude from the very beginning, and I should have just said how I was feeling. At this point, I'm less than 2 weeks out from my show, so I would rather do mindless cardio, like getting on a treadmill and sprinting for 10 seconds. I'm good with that. I don't have to think about anything else because I've already got too much on my mind. I haven't worked on my fitness routine because I don't have the space to. I have a hard time finding space to tumble, so I find myself tumbling in the gym in between equipment and machines. So that's not something that I'm having time to actually do without sacrificing something. I need to worry about getting my bags packed, making sure that my bikini fits correctly, if I need to get it adjust, or if, you know, I'm good where I'm at right now. I need to make sure I'm getting my macros in. I need to make sure I'm doing my workouts. I need to make sure that I clock into work on time and I get home in time from work to eat my last meal and go to sleep and wake up and do it all over again. The last thing I want to think about, and this is where my issue came, was punch with the middle of your knuckles, keep your elbows in line, put your hands back up after you punch, after you do your roundhouse, get your hands back up, stop stepping into me, stop turning around while you're punching. I'm like, this is too much right now. And I kind of lost it. I wanted to tell Byron, like, look, this is too much for me right now, but he's very intense, and sometimes I get a little intimidated by that. That's just something I probably should have said ahead of time. We were both bothered by each other. And he's like one of my favorite people in the world. I spent a lot of time with him. And the last thing I wanted to do was like argue about it. So clearly we both kind of like walked away from each other. I took my wraps off. I threw my gloves to the ground. You know, before I left the gym, I sat down with him. I was like, look, this is how I feel. This is what's going on. We had a good heart-to-heart at the end of it. Or at least on my end, I feel like it was good. I don't like walking away from situations without resolving a problem. Yeah, with him, I wanted to definitely squash that, and we were able to do it. I just got home. I'm still a little annoyed, like I need to shake this off. I need something to kind of like lift me up a little bit.
Several years of saying no, even though Kathy is one of your dear, dear friends, and I would even call her a mentor, right? I want to be sure of you, but you know, here she was, a fitness icon, this fitness team, and you're part of the team, and she's helping you with your prep and all that stuff. But that was the tipping point. And I'm sure if it wasn't that picture, it would have been the next trip, or the next house, or the next whatever.